Hi, I'm Derek Melber, Technical Director at Alsid. It is my pleasure to show you the new features in version 2.7 of Alsid for AD. It was a significant goal to get a fully graphical view of important objects and security issues in AD. Our first introduction to visually viewing security issues in AD is trust relationships. So you get immediate information about the security level of each. You can zoom in and zoom out. You can choose to see the internal trust relationship or hide them. These would be the trust inside of the forest. When a dangerous trust relationship is detected, you can click on it to get advanced details about why it is dangerous. This is important so you can see the details around the trust. Here you can see there are 4 reasons why this trust is dangerous. You have the details for each reason so you know exactly what to do to fix it. Now let's take a look at the new incriminating attributes feature. You have now advanced details about the security risk for each IOE and each object, and you know exactly what to do to fix it. When you click on an IOE, go to the Deviant Objects tab. You get the list of all the objects with a security problem. For each object, you will get 1 or more reasons for the security problem. Just click on each, and you have an accurate description of the problem. You can have different reasons related to one object or 1 reason per object. In this example, we click on one object, we have only 1 reason, unsafe permissions set on the GPO, but the 1 reason is associated with 3 different. For each risk, you can actually click on the copy paste to get the information offline so you can deal with the information for documentation, or you can manipulate the information in some other way. Now, if we look at a different IOE, say, for example, the potential clear text password IOE, this is a new IOE. And when we go to the deviants, you can see the details related to all of the issues. Now, what you can do is click on one of the details. And in this case, you can see that it's a clear text password in a readable field. So this is obviously something you would want to know about. The attacker would easily be able to get this information. So this information is vital and a very good feature for 2.7. Now, if we go to a different IOE, this one is actually an IOE that's been there before, but here we're going to go to the deviant objects. We can click on the details. And under these details, you can see that there are 4 different deviants, the same, but related to different areas. Now, if we go back to the potentially clear text password, you can now go under the deviant objects. And in this case, you can see that there are 2 different reasons. You can actually toggle between these so you can see just one reason or the other, or of course, you can look at both reasons. This really gives you control over what you see in the environment so you can clean up your environment faster. Let's now go to a different IOE. Again, this is one that's been there before, but the functionality is fantastic. Here, you can see that we have a list of groups. If we go to one of the entries of the groups, you can actually specify whether or not the deviant is something that you want to ignore. Ignoring deviants becomes a very powerful thing because in many cases, you have to have the configuration. Now, in this case, we're going to select the deviant, ignore it, and then you get to select how long you want that deviant to be ignored. This allows you to push out the deviant from arriving in the interface, but it comes back so you don't forget about it. Now let's take a look at the new API documentation. The new API documentation is available from our wiki site. Here you can find everything about the API. It's well documented with lots of code. With the code, you can actually test everything in your own platform. Let's now move to the trail flow improvements. Let's click on a change which provided a deviance. Now, when you click on the Deviances tab, you will get all the different deviances created by this change. You have the detailed attribute view, giving you the full list of attributes related to the object. Then when you look at the deviances, sometimes one change can create several deviances. Here we have two. For each deviance, you see the associated IOE. You can click on the IOE to have access to the IOE view, where you're able to see the same new incriminating attributes interface directly in the IOE in the Deviant Objects tab. Now, if we go back to the trail flow, you can now see there is a new date picker. You can select the exact timeline you want to investigate. We did a lot of fine tuning in the back database, which improves a lot of the trail flow performance. And this is an important enhancement in large environments. Now let's illustrate the new IOEs. Here's the weak password policies that are applied on users. This gives you a full analysis engine with mixed GPOs, fine-grained password policy, and user status. The domain controllers managed by illegitimate users IOE allows you to detect if an unauthorized user is able to manage a DC. DCs not in the right OU, wrong ACEs, and examples. Now if we go to the very sensitive GPO objects and file permission, this allows you to check if an important GPO can be changed, managed by a non-privileged user, as well as GPO linked to the domain, sensitive OU, and sites, obviously giving you insights into who can manage GPOs. Next, we can go to the potential clear text password IOE. We looked at this earlier, but this is a check for clear passwords that are stored in some attributes in GPOs, in scripts, files in sysvol, and etc. Lastly, you can go to the unlinked, disabled, or orphaned GPO. It's not really a security-based IOE, but really good for hygiene. This is something that we've been requested over and over again, so we added this in so you can see it within Alsid. As you can see, Alsid is dedicated to proactively securing your Active Directory environment. If you'd like to get a demo or even see Alsid live in your environment, please reach out to us. Thank you for watching.